Today we're taking a look at Mouse PI for Hire running on the Xbox Ally X. I did receive this code for free from Playside, so thanks to the team for that. And I do just want to go ahead and just mention that all opinions of the game and the performance that I showed are my own. If you enjoy handheld performance tests like this and would like to see more, then make sure to go ahead and subscribe and like the video. Now let's get to it. But just like my other videos, I'm going to go ahead and start with the settings first, then move into gameplay. If you want to, you can skip ahead, but this will give you a good idea of how everything is set up and what to expect. So to access the settings, pretty simple. Just go ahead and press start, tab over to the cogwheel, then go to graphics. For my setup, I am running 1920 by 1080. And then for all the settings that I'm using, I have everything pretty much set to high with volumetric lighting set to medium. If you would like a little bit more performance, you could go ahead and bump everything down to medium, or you could change it from 1080p to 900p, especially if you're playing on a handheld, you really won't see much of a difference. Now, everything from depth of field and below is pretty much personal preference. I have it turned off. You could turn it on if you want, or just mess around with it to see what you like. Now for this whole test, I am using a mix of 17 watt performance mode and 35 watt turbo mode. I'll have that displayed on screen alongside the FPS counter, so you can check that out on the right side. You'll also be able to see the APU wattage at all times above the FPS, so it'll be around 16 to 17 watts, and that's going to be the performance mode, and then anything from 30 watts and higher is most likely going to be in turbo mode. I personally like to test 17 watts when possible, just to show you a balance between battery life and performance mode, just in case if you can't be plugged in when playing this game. And now when it comes to this game, it runs exceptionally well, especially at these settings. 1080p with high settings, you're going to see generally around 50 to 60 FPS, and it even goes higher than that in certain situations. I've seen it go as high as 90 plus. Now, there are a few moments where things get a bit chaotic and you'll see some dips, especially at 17 watts, but that's where you'll have that extra wattage. You can go ahead and set it to 25 watts if you need to, or if you're plugged in, set it to 35 watt turbo mode, and you won't really see those dips all too often. I believe the lowest I've seen with 35 watts is about 60 FPS. Now, if that's not good enough and you want more performance, you can always go ahead and drop the resolution down to 900p, which won't make a huge visual difference on the handheld, or you can lower the settings from high to medium just to give yourself a little bit more headroom. Outside of performance, everything feels great on the handheld. Text is easy to read, controls feel responsive, and gunplay works really well. I do recommend lowering the sensitivity a bit just for aiming's sake. I felt it was a little too fast for me on the sticks, and I found myself overshooting targets, so dialing that back might help out a bit for yourself as well. As for the game itself, I'm enjoying it a lot. It has a unique cartoon style that stands out. You may have seen similar visuals in games like Cuphead, but this is fully 3D, which makes it feel a little bit more immersive. There's also a lot of hidden elements throughout the entire game, so it's worth taking your time, checking every area, and not rushing through the levels. Overall, I really don't have any complaints here. Mouse PI for Hire runs exceptionally well on the Xbox Ally X, and it's an easy recommend for me. So if you happen to be interested in this style of game or this game in general, then you can go ahead and check out the link in the description down below for the game. So that's going to be it for this one. This was Mouse PI for Hire running on the Xbox Ally X. If you happen to have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.